Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to T3 Plays. We have a different episode for you today. We have a three-part battle with another content creator who goes by the name of Balkan. So, created a couple of decks to use. Initial deck is a dark deck using Weaver Darkrai. I'll showcase the decks that I'm using at the end of the episode. So, starting off with our Darkrai. They start off with the Pachirisu. So we go second, so we got the energy advantage. So what we have to worry about is, yep, he's got a tool, but our initial first three hits will be from our ability. So we'll take him down to, what is it, 60, and gets us in range. So, but depending if they have potions or not. So I don't want to use the Purloin yet because I don't want them to Sabrina me or like ruin my energy movement because I don't have a leaf or Expedia, so I'll just keep the Darkrai in there. Okay, so they're healing up the Pachirisu, and at this moment, my feeling is that they're running a 18 trainer Pachirisu deck, or they would have got something by now. So yeah, next turn they'll hit me for 80, and I can most likely take them out unless they have another potion. Okay, they hit me for 90. Makes no difference. Yeah, this is job done because I hit them 20 with my ability and then 80 with my actual attack. Don't even need to run my professor because they only got one Pokemon on the field. I get all 3 points. Yeah, so that's game one done. Yeah, so this was my first online battle on this account. So pretty dope. I think there was a notification there as well. So pretty chuffed with that. It's a deck that I just put together on the spot. I went through my deck just to see like what do we have, what can be good enough to compete, and we agreed we can change around our decks. So it's a battle of three where we can change around our deck. So my second deck that I'm using is a metal deck, and I really like the Skarmory Wormadam combination, along with I think I'm running a Heatran as well as Bastardon. So Shieldon, as long as you got a tool, you can hit for 50, which puts a lot of pressure on them. So he kept the same deck, it seems. So he's using the Pachirisu again. While I've changed it around. So, but Skarmory is weak to electric. Hoping I can get a Burmy so I can get my Wormadam active. Okay, not bad. We get the Bastard line. So if we can attack this Pachirisu quick, we've got a good chance because they'll have to somehow find a Pokeball to get their other Pachirisu out. So we've got the Burmy. So we can start putting down the Burmy and then powering it up. So I really like the Burmy. It's like a upgraded Celebi, where he does a guaranteed 50 hit and then unlimited. It's a better Celebi because it does an unlimited flip of a coin. So it's like an improved Lickitung. Actually, it's like the Licky Licky, right? Where there's a base amount of 100 and then he flips coins. So I really like the Wormadam. And he only needs, so stage 1 only needs 2 energy. So he can hit us for 80 and take us out, but they'll go down to 70. I'll put the Skarmory in, hit them, take them down. Yeah, I'm surprised that they Sabrina'd, because they don't know if I've got another tool. So I'm not sure why they Sabrina'd. Not fast, I'd rather lose that one. But I did have a tool, but either way, even if I caped, I would have lost it. And this gives me more time to put energy on my Wormadam. So I think that was a serious misplay. So now I'll whittle them down. So they've got 60 left. And then if they hit me, they take 20 damage. So they're down to 40. Then my Wormadam will take them up as it does base 50 damage. Okay, they're healing up. So I'll have to flip a coin to win. But you can see the Pachyrus is doing well. It's going to take out 2 of my Pokemon. So it's got 2 points on me. I haven't got a single point yet. So I'm just thinking now, let me just use up my communication. My hand's getting pretty heavy. Just throw in Basidons. So the Pachirisu will at least need to hit us twice to take us out. So I think that's game done. Yeah, and we flip aheads. So we hit them, what, 200? Oh, no, it's 30, not 50. I was thinking Celebi again. Yeah, so that's 2 out of 2 now. So this is where I go, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to change decks? Blah, blah, blah. And he doesn't know I've only got 2 decks. So I'm just going to switch back to, I think, my original deck again. Or I keep the Wormadam deck again, and I think he's going to change. So I go first, which isn't great. Yeah, so I'm running my Darkrai deck again, which I'm not too fussed about. So I like using the Purloin because it only needs 1 energy even for the evolution, so you can start attacking and then powering up the Darkrai at the back. Go first, so I've got the Sneasel. And I'm considering, do I want to put anything in right now in case they Sabrina. They can't really take me out on the first try. But yeah, might as well just put them in. They can't really take me out at the moment. So they'll need 2 hits to take me out. But in that time they can put 4 energy on their bench, which is pretty scary. We can put a Rocky Helmet on. So yeah, pretty much the damage that we can do, the Darkrai can do enough, like with that, with its ability at the same time not lose energy. So we'll start building up. So instead of attacking with active Pokemon, we can just take hits. And then we can power up our Darkrai. Okay, so he's got a Mew. Lucky for us, Mew is weak to fight, to dark. So if it does bring it to the active spot, or we can draw it out, we can take it out with some sort of a Darkrai hit. Or we'll do a big dent to it at least. Yeah, you rarely see blue ever run it in any deck, but might as well run it. My dark deck is very streamlined. Doesn't have that many Pokemon in it, so I had space to add another card. So yeah, chipping away at the Darkrai. Darkrai is also taking hits when he attacks. So when they attack again, they'll be in range. Okay, another Dialga. So now the Mew and the Dialga are primed. So they've got the first point. So now I can come in and take out the Dialga and then I get 2 points. So they've got one, that I'll have 2. Yeah, so just thinking what they might use next turn. They'll probably get you could either get the Mew out or the Dialga. If they run the Dialga with a Dawn, that could be scary. So they need to get the Dialga out. So they won't be able to take me out because they need 4 energy. So okay, weird play because I'm sure why they did that. And bring the Mew out is a misplay because it's weak to dark, and I can take it out because I do 80 plus 20 for the weakness, so that's 100. Then with a Giovanni, I do 110, and if I add an energy on Darkrai, I do 20 damage, which I don't think he's factored in. So that's gonna catch him off guard. Yeah, so I hit for 20. Then with a Giovanni, I have enough damage to take it out. But yeah, if they left that Dialga in, to be fair, still be pretty much jumped up because I can Sabrina out. Then I would have to Sabrina, I can't Giovanni in the same turn. So maybe. Okay, so that's 3 matches done. So somehow I managed to get lucky and some misplays on their side. But we agreed let's do a final match just to see how it plays out. And again, we're just discussing if we want to change our deck. So I think this time we agreed to like change it up again, his deck. So And I've only got two proper decks, which I created before this battle started. So I was just pretending I'll use something different because I didn't want to say I've only got two decks and then he built something specifically for it. So he's running a Licky deck most likely. Jigglypuff, so he's probably got the Wigglytuff EX. So I've got the Heatran in. So with the Heatran in, it's unlikely I'm going to withdraw it. So I either use it as a tank or I power it up. And seeing as I've got nothing else to power up, I think the decision has been made. I'm just going to power it up and eventually attack with it. But my first obstacle is the fact that that Jigglypuff is going to put me to sleep. So I need to, hopefully by the time I wake up, I have enough energy to attack. And they're probably going to start powering up their Dialga. Okay, so I'm asleep, but doesn't matter. Couldn't attack anyway. Okay, Pokeball. So at least I'll have something in the on the bench. And maybe he'll do something like Sabrina me for some reason. It's not the worst thing that I've heard that someone's done. So I'll put the Sabrina on. I mean, I'll put the Rocky helmet on. Yeah, no, they're not likely to attack, so I didn't put it on the Heatran. Yep, so they're powering up their bench. They're gonna sing again to put me back to sleep. And I stay asleep. Which isn't great because now I've got my third energy. This is when I wanted to be awake. But that does mean I can power up the Burmy and in turn have like the Wormadam ready if I need it. If I get the Heatran gets taken out, the Wormadam has the energy so it can pivot. If I put it on the Heatran gets taken out, I can't really do anything other than going to Skarmory. Yep, they have the Licky. Isn't great, needs a lot of energy, but that's why you run Dialga with it. And you quickly get you 2 energy. Okay, I'm awake. So I can hit them. So I can evolve to the Wormadam. I can now attach the final energy it needs. Put the Rocky Helmet just so when it attacks next, it takes a little bit extra damage. Yeah, maybe I should have put the Rocky Helmet on Heatran the first time around. But it is what it is. So they'll probably retrieve that Dialga. Unless they want to trade with a Heatran. But they'll be losing 2 points against 1 for my Heatran. Not sure if that's a fair trade. But we'll see what they do. Okay, so they're willing to risk their Dialga. Yep, they're on 20 energy, 20 HP after that Rocky Helmet. So I feel like I'm in a decent spot. I can take out this Dialga. I'll have 2 points. Have the Wormadam ready. My Skarmory is lined up. Has a tool attached already. Doesn't matter where I put it really. Yes, I'm on 20 health now because I take recoil damage. Let's see what they put in. Is it the licky they put in? I feel like they think, well, they put the Dialga in. They probably want to power up the licky again. Well, actually, yeah, maybe they knew they had the Wigglytuff to power up. Because I would have gone into maybe the licky. So now, well, I've got 2 points, they've got 1. So now it's no matter do I want to go into Skarmory that does guaranteed 50 damage, or the Wormadam, which does 50 base. So I feel like gambling. Hopefully I get a Burmy. Okay, another Skarmory. Let's see what we flip. Okay, 0. Probably hit for 50. So they may be scared right now. Might withdraw. Yeah, so the licky, unless it hits the heads, it can't take me out. Okay, so they are withdrawing. Okay, they bring the licky out. They'll do 100 damage to me. Still have 30. And then I can put it all on red and see what happens. Yes, I'm lost. I'm down to 30 energy. So now it's like make or break time. Okay, so I've got the Burmy. So start powering that up because they've only got 1 point on me. Put the Burmy, power it up. Then I can have another Wormadam if and when this one goes down. So I've managed to get 3 heads and whittle them down to 20 energy. So very lucky. So the game is pretty much wrapped up now because I've got a Cyrus. Even if they take me out, I can get the Skarmory or the Wormadam out and defeat them. Yes, it doesn't really matter what they do. Yeah, it doesn't really matter who I bring in because I've got that Cyrus. I could play the gamble and see if I can get multiple heads and take this Wigglytuff out, but this will make it 4 for 4. 4 for 4 as well as 4 points. So that's job done. So at this point, I think we call quits because I think we initially agreed to do 3 battles, and because it was going one way, we agreed to do an extra one just to try out, different decks. So this is what I've been running. As you can see, I only got 1 Weavile, so I'm using 1 Sneasel, 1 Weavile with the Darkrai. Then just running Sabrina, Giovanni, Adorn, Cyrus. Yeah. Let's see like this, probably easier. So this deck, I realize has issues in it. It doesn't have any fossils. So I literally was creating it today before the match. And in my head, I already put the fossil. But literally, just why I couldn't get the Bastion up. Because I literally did not put any other fossil in. Which I don't think this deck even needs. Because we never actually had to use the Bastiodon. So I'm just seeing how it would look if we put the fossils in. Otherwise, we can just remove that line altogether and play what we've got, or we can then just add other stuff to it. So that was the decks that I used for the online battles. So if you like what you've seen so far, like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you tune in for our next episode. Bye bye.